毛毛是只好猫猫，你好，安安。好了，欢迎回到二周目这个史莱哲林小伙伴。然后进度上，等一下这里，哎呀，开了个快速转点。那二周目就是秉持着之前的节奏，大概就是都指标主线跟Sebastian的关系线，然后还有必要的支线。所以现在要接着解的是这个管理员的月之哀歌，那基本上就是开启阿罗哈莫拉了这个咒语。对，但这个也要玩到底的话，感觉好像也是要尽早收集幻影员那一些，把阿罗哈莫拉的等级升到最高的哦，这样。
Revelio。
学院分杀喽，很酷。应该是赫夫帕夫吧？赫夫帕夫里面装的不是什么黄宝石之类的，是钻石。长知识了，真的耶！还是蛮有趣的。但是这边就是对啊，小可惜是分数的多寡这边它并不会显示出来。记得以前在玩很久很古早的电脑版《哈利波特》游戏的时候，它好像是可以看到分数变动。好，就来解吧。等一下，输液。原来是白天啊，不是啊，白天他才会这，但幻影员我要在这边原地等到晚上。顺便看一下这个画好了，看一下这个背景的细节。我那天就后来也是自己在玩的时候，突然发现很多东西其实我都没有仔细看。是这个这个乐器，猫猫，有像很多教室里面它的摆设啊，然后或者是墙壁上的一些符文啊什么的，其实很多细节都在里面。现在都已经玩2周目了。所以反而可以回头注意这些细节了。1周末的时候，光顾着体验游戏就忙不过来了。现在再来一遍，就可以看到很多以往没有发现的东西。
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not! And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
帮你快走。
Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Go on, take the moon.
Take the moon. Okay.
Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
Revelli, a demiguise?
Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
很乐意帮忙，不想惹上麻烦，这对我有什么好处？我那时候选什么？8成是很乐意帮忙。那我们这里选，这对我有什么好处？好了。
Why would I do this? Seems all risk and no reward.
Oh, rest assured, there's very little risk, and there is, in fact, a reward. I will teach you a particularly useful spell. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh! I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Okay. 这也就是100%的前行任务啊。OK， Alohomora。
Alohomora。
哇，感觉好像很久没有解这些锁了。哎，绿色的吗？
Well done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle after all.
但其实我平常好像没有在其他时间跑进来过。
Revelio。
现在就先解吧，先现行。 那他们现在应该说是在楼上吧？这个是什么？哦，工作人员提醒。
Revelio。
所以我可以跑吗？我可以，我已经有点天赋了。
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early.
那里有一个实战
You
指
say
南。
that every year, Matilda.
还有什么话要说吗？我想偷听他们对话，但好像没了。
Revelio。
我只记得我第一次过这边的时候，归了很久。所以我要去哪？去这里。
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Wouldn't be so combative if the ministry would allow them to have wands.
One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My marks in Professor Hecat's class are superb.
I don't think that's what that class is for. Why don't you leave goblins alone?
How dare you speak to a prefect that way?
Prefect.
I'm a prefect too, you twit. That's it. 50 house points.
我记得他们对话结束之后，好像就会移动了。赶快跑！这个我要现在拿吗？他们如果走出来，我就裂开了。感谢。哎，他们没有走动。OK。哦哦哦！这是怎样？为什么他就这样站在这里？我要往右走。哦，他走进去看了。然后这里，加利克教授毒触手，等一下他会不会走回来？应该不会。
Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
可是，
I suppose Professor there.
哎，别！ 我可以就这样走过去吗？
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
What was what? I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was
原本终于要学到魁地奇的规则了。
It's a majestic event, encompasses the whole of the human condition.
how's that?
Well, all the humans, flying about in the golden snitch. Rather a lot like life, isn't it?
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention to the next match, if there ever is one.
I suppose.
加利克教授，看起来你还是没有搞懂魁地奇耶。哦，所以他们移动了。讲完之后，他们就走出去了。所以我那个时候站在外面听太久了。哦不，他们走回来了。他们会抓到我吗？应该不会吧？完了，越走越近了。哦，走回去了，没事没事。OK， 应该可以啦，大概吧。现在麻烦是我还要走回去。我就这样大摇大摆的走过去好了。然后这个又面向这边，哦，没差，我就走楼梯下去了嘛。哎，不是，加利克教授，你卡住了。他会看他应该不会吧？没事啊，教授，没事。 你继续往墙里面走哦。哈哈。哦天哪！二周目遇到不一样的小 bug， 也是为游戏增添了一点乐趣的。哎、哦对哦，他们也离开了，这样我就可以拿这个，也可以拿这个。我按错了，我按错了。镶嵌宝石的龟甲。哎呦，等一下，这完了。
The faculty tower is
off limits
to students. Caught you sneaking about, didn't I?
完嘞！我要从哪里开始读档？你被抓到了！哦哟！他怎么会刚好走楼梯上来啦？他等下会不会转头啊？哎、那里有那个有这东西可以拿哎。哦，是这个，所以是你吗？不知道，他看起来很好啊。就这样走过去看看好了。OK。哦，等一下，这个他在那边哦。哇！哇！他完全不鸟哎，在那里呢。这样子应该可以溜下去。然后，这个位置，哦，他站在那里。哎，所以实战指南你拿到，他就算拿到了。让他再多看一下那个窗户好了。OK， 可以。对，这个窗户很好看的，多看2眼。哦，应该好了吧？可以。Hey.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Oxmead, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
如果我有空的话可以，但我不敢保证。
I'll see what I can do, but I'm fairly busy. I can't promise anything.
Understood. But I hope you will find the time. In case it matters, I do have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
好，所以后面这2个就不点了。
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
OK。哦，猫呀，要摸一下。只有头上跟尾巴有 橘色的猫吗？好。OK， 所以接下来我们可以去上奇兽学。然后这几个作业，哦天哪！专注魔药，我们的万应室是已经开了吧？等一下，我们来看一下装备。哇，钱很少，我好穷哦。哇，这个颜色好猛啊！用这个好了。哎，所以钱我们也没有办法买那个跳锅子哎。魔药的部分好像也没办法做。我有那些东西吗？行魔药专注。哦，我没有那个斑点，这个东西我没有。Well， 好吧，还是我要先买那个来种吗？虽然说感觉直接买跳锅比较爽。可是跳锅我记得好像是要3000块，而且也不知道它有没有那么早开启耶。哇，好吧，算了，我就先把这个主线剪掉。奇兽课，我们就沿路跑过去，然后搞不好跑到教室的时候就白天了。那它这边就是会有很多这种神秘的符号，哎。哦
，Revelio，
顺便开快速传点。哦。我遇到了要顺便解吗？1+9，不是1+8是9， 13减，所以是4的话是那个像老鹰的东西。在哪里？这里。解一解也好了，顺便看加减农一些钱之类的。21减13， 8减3，然后5的话是蜘蛛，5角蜘蛛。
Revelio，
这是堆了一大堆奇怪的浴缸，太神秘了吧！而且这个为什么？哦，赞哦，可以换帽子了，+1而已。我的装备，哦，我有这个未鉴定的哦。哦，那好像得跑一趟万应室哎。等上完奇兽学再去好了。哦，小精灵，家庭小精灵乘以2。
Revelio。
我们主角根本就没有在管什么学校的小景吧？大半夜还是在学校里跑来跑去啊！屁鬼在自嗨。
No one likes a coxcomb. Humility is one of my greatest attributes.
OK。
Revelio。
哇，上面很多那个。
Do not judge a steed by its size, for size is not.
很多可以拿的箱子什么的。啊，又回到这里啦。这个中央大厅。诶，上面有那个火盆诶。哦，然后这个是帮格兰芬多的那个把他的书拿回来。没遇到，非必要支线。然后这个是等于是这个教学。就是用 Lumos 找鹅的那个初介绍任务。我们打他也不会怎么样，没有反应。哇，晚上的时候幽灵真的是会跑出来，到处跳舞欸。
Revelio。
啊！我赢了。所以现在这个我可以开了耶。
Alohomora。
问题是这里是去哪里？啊？这里也有这个
Revelio。
一个在这边啊，另外一个在哪里？哦，那就顺便解吧。22减12是10，再减8，所以是2。2的话，这个9减掉1是8，减掉。这是多少？7，所以这边也是1哦。另外一个在哪里？哦，在这。OK。哦，是这里，是这个。
Revelio。
女杜莎。他这是要写蛇发女妖吗？这个字要怎么念？一个虚，下面是一个女部。What？ 我们可以跟这个画互动，然后我们就被石化了。
Finite。Revelio。
蛮可爱的哦，鹰马雕像太美了，狮子雕像也好可爱哦。这是个雕像房。他这边是去哪里啊？所以这个地方竟然是你要开过锁之后才可以进来啊？或者不行？啊？他这边会跑去哪里？就走另外一边出去了。
Revelio。
反正他指路，我这边也可以走到外面，那我就走这好了。也还没白天嘛。我又回到中央大厅嘞。这里是魔药学。哦。
That's the last time I ever pooped.
这个我也没拿。这里这顺便遇到就解。21减11 10减2 8，所以这个1是蜘蛛，1在哪里？这里。然 然后嘞，这个17减掉5是12，再减掉9是3。啊，它另外一个在哪？在上面吗？哦，在这里。3，这个。耶！我觉得现在开始要好好的注意这个任何建筑里面的天花板，因为真的很有趣耶。上一周末在玩的时候，其实很少抬头看。啊，它其实所有东西都做得很精致的，天花板也没有马虎的。应该像这样看上去，哇，这个建模的用心的感觉。很棒！哎呦，白天了，学生出现了，而且我又回到这里，所以等于是绕了一圈嘛。好吧，真的是走路走到变白天了。看来他也要把他的小伙伴砸烂了。早安啊，各位！喂，就等一下一走出来，雾蒙蒙。同学，你要练习你的扫把了吗？
哦。哦。
谢谢你精湛的表演。
Mind where you're going.
同学加油啊！哎呦呦，林德，再见。呆，哇，这个雾也太大了吧！这样子很影响视觉，我不想要在浓雾。我想在浓雾缭绕的时候上奇兽学。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
全部都锁起来了啊！还是我按了等待之后，天气就变好了？哎，好一点。等一下，赶快来看一下，有谁在这里？啊！我的史莱哲林小伙伴都不在欸。Papi 真的很小一只欸。Papi 你要去哪了？你要走进，走进凯瑞斯的怀中欸。好，上课。哦，以为他找到他的路了。
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald.
Okay.
Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
他的眼神。
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
可恶，没有别的有空的位置了。哦，其实可以放在这里。 可是他的那个白眼球的地方，他如果整个眼睛都是黑色的，应该会更可爱吧？哦
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
好可爱，好疗愈。
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
野心勃勃的胖胖球。
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of knees or whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
哦，可爱毛毛，虽然脸是扁的。
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald.
哎，那两个同学嘞？想说在普攻抽打一下他们。对啊，我可以跟这人讲话。
A happy beast is a giving beast. That's what Professor Howen always says, at least. If we treat them well, they'll treat us well.
谢谢你精辟的见解，林德，你有没有话要说
Where are the lions? I would like to see a huge Gryffindor lion in this class for once.
林德，你还好吗？艾瑞斯，哦，这是谁？哦。
I'd love to have pet beasts at home, but with my uncle traveling all the time, there'd be no one to look after them.
是叔叔。原来可以走进来哦！我可以喂你们吗？我可以？什么？艾瑞斯
Buskins are fond of bogies. It's brilliant to catch someone by surprise with one.
是的，我们知道。所以我这边可以拿材料吗？每一只都刷。我那个时候完全没有想过要走到旁边呢。没有东西可以拿，做公益而已。那这里呢？哦，这也是狮尾猫。啊，那是阿密特吗？等下这个哦，不是，这是。
I'm sure our beasts are safe here, but I do worry about them, especially after the troll attack.
阿密特
Poppy helping you out? She's brilliant with beasts. Pity she's not as good with people.
我可以理解。我可以，这里有同学可以说话吗？你是亚瑟吧？
I don't see how Professor Howen can be so dismissive towards beasts. I mean, look at them. They're so sweet.
没有不屑一顾吧？
I just don't know which is my favorite. Diracles or Neasels? They're both interesting looking creatures, that's for sure.
格洛德，再刷一下，太棒了！诶，所以没有了。那可以跟教授说一下话。
What would you like me to do next, Professor?
Assist Miss Sweeting at the Neasel enclosure. She will need help brushing and feeding them. You will find it is similar to your work with the Puffskins.
哦，好。那 Papi， 你有话要说吗？没有。诶，他不是有一只有名字吗？好啊，好吧。来，大家都好好的刷一下。
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
How?
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
奇兽让我紧张。好啦，因为之前一定是选这个的。
It was all right, but honestly, I find the beast's unpredictability unnerving.
Wouldn't know it the way you handled them. You'll soon learn that properly controlled beasts can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
什么事 ，Papi？
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
我该担心吗？
I'm not sure. What's this all about?
You'll see. I promise you have nothing to fear. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you.
格洛德被留在桌子上了。
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Papi 也来一波尬聊。天气真好。
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
Hi, Win.
Stand back. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
哦哟，好漂亮哦！鞠躬。看起来超好摸的啦。
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
如果再刷一次，他会刷一样的地方吗？哦，不一样哎！哇，还有几组那个动作。哦，再次，哦，一样，可能所以大概可能3组。
So, what did you think of Highwing?
他感觉很危险。
Honestly, she was a bit intimidating.
She does have a rather stern brow, doesn't she? But look how well you put her at ease.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
那感觉并不像是犯罪，我觉得是啊，但是为了看不同的选项。
You may be reading into it. Talking to people isn't a crime.
It's hard to explain, but something about it just feels wrong. I think I'm going to look into it, find out what's going on, what they're doing.
我不要偷猎者很危险。如果这边选的话，会怎么样呢？
I'm not sure that's such a good idea. The poachers seem a dangerous lot.
They don't scare me. Besides, I'd do anything to keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
好，所以这边这个也解完了。接下来这个要学过拉索术，然后是这个，所以专注魔药、终极跟印德固、终极跟印德固哦。这个我缺这个草，终极我可以做了，所以最快的话，我可能还是要拿到那个草吧。哎，那还是得去买啊，不对，说要整理仓库。好，那我先等一下在这边，然后先按个暂停，把东西整理好再继续。好，先暂停。好，我回来了。 所以我已经准备好了专注魔药。它其实这上面不同的魔药，它这边给的出现的特效其实也都不一样。但我这3个都做专注了，所以都是这个颜色。因为我记得好像像终极魔药的话，它就是红色的。我还有办法做终极吗？可以耶，再做一个。它的特效也是很可爱。好，所以终极印得固跟专注我现在都有了。专注、终极印得固，好，然后接下来就是要使用它。然后包含加利克教授的，看他的作业，使用毒触手，然后对多个敌人使用魔苹果，这个我们其实可以一起解。好，就先解这两个好了。然后这个因为要有拉锁术，拉锁术我还没学。然后如果要有敌人的话，现在最快想到大概就是竞技森林吧。这边有蜘蛛巢穴，那就去这吧。狂喝药水。他说要多个敌人呢，这里面有多个敌人吗？应该要有的吧？有，1只2只。所以先磨苹果。好，这个解了一个，然后毒触手好像也要用吧？它会从哪里冲出来？然后这里。好。好，所以加利克教授的这个用完了，然后我们就来用药水吧。药水。哎呦，好痛！印得固嘛，然后终极魔药。其实我也不知道它药水能不能全部同时用。Excellent。OK， 好了，剩下就把它们打完就好了。
Incendio。Levioso。
哇，20个。
Incendio。
啊，哦有，现在这是范围的。哎，我原本要劈他的，没电到。好，所以这2个作业的部分我都解掉了吧？先回这边吧。魔药学教室啊，这是什么？哦，占卜学教室，那在上面。可恶，我的鼻子就眼镜的鼻垫的位置长了一个痘痘，好痛！无论如何都会压到，令人困扰。这是一个人像吗？我刚想，这是一个太空人吗？巴士。白天出席魔药课，现在是白天吗？不是白天。快转喽！奥米尼斯。真可爱。可恶，之前我一定没有注意过那一段。
How are your assignments coming along?
Good.
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here.
拿同学当练习目标，太棒了吧！
Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
推理施法者，但其实战斗中我很少。
Still at it, I see. Well, repetition can be an excellent teacher.
很少用。好，然后主线是可以接着解的，不过因为时间的关系，那先解这个吧。这个解完应该这集就差不多了。加利克教授。刚好加减把这些咒语学一学。
Revelio。
嗯，哦，是在这，所以没有人预先待在里面。
Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Okay.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
它是实用类别。
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Revelio.
然后可以跟教授在说话。
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared. really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
我那时候选有点搞笑的样子，太糟糕了。
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
对于前任教授是感到抱歉。
I had no idea. How awful.
Last I heard, he'd gone to Romania. As rumour would have it, he'd developed a sudden interest in dragons. One can only hope he found more happiness working with them than he did with Flora. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
护法术是什么？是魂瓶柳吗？对哦，魂瓶柳我还没有去找哎啊，他到底学校有没有魂瓶柳？哎呀，这是什么啊？终极魔药，哎呀，真好。我来看一下哪个箱子，来这里。耶，又没了吧？这里有个箱子哎。好，所以目前来再看一下下一次要做什么哦。下一次可以解这个乌尔特科特的头盔这个主线。OK， 好，那么这一集就先到这边啦，拜拜。